also appear before various tribunals, district courts, consumer dispute redressal bodies, and also in arbitrations. My Lord was also a special counsel in income tax matters representing on behalf of Government of India at Jharkhand High Court and counsel for the district administration before the Commission of Inquiry into the Dal Singh Sarai firing incident. My Lord served as standing counsel and government pleader for the state of Bihar. My Lord has also appeared various institutions like banks, Indian Railways, central government corporations, and assisted as amicus curiae in matters of significance associated with the social issues pro bono. Then my Lord elevated as judge of Patna High Court on 20th June 2011. Upon transfer, joined the High Court of Andhra Pradesh on 10th October 2021. My Lord served as chairman of High Court Legal Services Committee at Patna High Court, chairman for Juvenile Justice Monitoring Committee, and member of Board of Governors, Bihar Judicial Academy at Patna. From 8/11/2021, serving as executive chairman of Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority. And my Lord delivered number of landmark judgments at Patna and in Andhra Pradesh also. In K.V. Krishnaya versus State of Andhra Pradesh, His Lordship, while heading a division bench, clearly held, approaching a constitutional court for redressal of grievances ipso facto would not disentitle a citizen from protesting in relation to the same subject matter. The reason that when the court would be looking at this dispute, it would examine the matter only from a legal lens, based upon settled parameters of adjudication. In another matter, that is in Mangalagiri Textiles versus State Bank of India, Lordship held, once the time specified in the warrant issued by the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate or District Magistrate under Section 14 of the Surface Act, after elapsed, possession of the secured asset cannot be taken under the same warrant unless the time granted is extended. In another matter at Patna, that is Pawan Kumar Yadav versus State of Bihar, while dealing a case in implementing environmental laws, the Lordship held that the court would also not lose sight of the fact that environmental laws, besides being a substantial law, are required to be strictly implemented in today's world, as non-conforming to these laws is leading to a drastic and grave evil consequences on nature, which are irreversible, and no slackness can be afforded or permitted on this front. Now His Lordship is getting transferred. We would miss the presence of His Lordship in the High Court. During His Lordship's tenure, created a special place in the hearts of every member of the bar, and we are thankful for every endeavor that His Lordship has made in upholding the rule of law and also for keeping good relationship with the bench and bar. Though His Lordship is leaving this honorable court in short time, but His Lordship would be remembered for his precious contribution to legal fraternity and for upholding the values of this temple of justice. I, and on behalf of the Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association, wish all the best to His Lordship, Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah ji, and the High Court of Patna to getting its treasure back. Thank you, sir.
With the permission of my Lord, the Hon'ble the Chief Justice, may I now request the learned Chairman, Bar Council for the State of Andhra Pradesh, to commence his speech on behalf of the legal fraternity.
My Lord, the Chief Justice Prashant Kumar Misra ji, Ahsanuddin Amanullah ji, and other learned judges of the Honorable High Court, family members of Amanullah ji, my learned Advocate General Sriram, my good friend Janaki Ram Reddy, President of the Bar Association, Arnad, Assistant Solicitor General, and also Additional Public Prosecutor, Senior Counsel, and Registry, and other members of the profession, ladies and gentlemen. Parting with the learned judge is painful, but it became inevitable because my lord is going back to his native state. Looking at the details furnished to us. My Lord appeared in every forum, right from the consumer forum to the FX court. My Lord dealt with every subject which I could find in and income tax to every other subjects. My Lord became judge of the Patna High Court, served there for a decade, and came here and worked for a short period of 7 months. And my experience, interaction with my Lord, on the judicial side only I had the opportunity to appear once, but number of times we are invited to participate in various deliberations regarding the Legal Service Authority. My Lord is very friendly, courteous, but not that friendly when my Lord is on the bench. My Lord, the concern for the bar. Every occasion my Lord is to inquire about various welfare schemes that are being taken by the Bar Council. In fact, on one occasion, my Lord has taken opportunity to insisting upon procuring a better insurance scheme for the benefit of the advocate in the state of Andhra Pradesh by negotiating with the insurance representatives of insurance companies were present during that Legal Service Authority meeting. We always remember your Lordship concern for the bar, though we are not willingly parting, but it become inevitable. I wish on behalf of the legal fraternity a happy and rememberable tenure, not only the remaining term but also other position to be added.
With the permission of my Lord, the Hon'ble the Chief Justice, may I now request the learned Assistant Solicitor General to commence his speech on behalf of the legal fraternity.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, My Lord Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah, learned judges of this Honorable Court, family members of My Lord Justice Amanullah, learned senior advocates, Advocate General, Bar Council Chairman, President Bar Association, the Additional Public Prosecutor, Advocate friends, and ladies and gentlemen. My Lord, on this occasion, I would like to recollect one issue. My Lord, when he was transferred from Patna, the portfolio which he was handling, every third matter was a surfacey matter. And though Union of India was a pro forma party in those matters, we were asked to find out the status with regard to as to the appointment of the members of the tribunals, BRTs. Most of the matters were coming to the High Court because there was no member in the tribunal and even the appellate tribunal as well. So my Lord was insisting on, why don't you find out, why don't you write letters to the department? So complete persuasion from my Lord. We also wrote letters because once we gave a word to the court, my Lord, saying that we will write letters, we had written letters to the department, and then one fine day we were very happy, we gleefully forward the copy of the appointment orders. So that we can recollect, my Lord's, is complete persuasion. A very compassionate judge, my Lord's, in his judgments also, which the bar would be missing from tomorrow. My Lord, the Patna High Court, what I can say at this moment is very fortunate to have their gem of a judge back in their collegium or in their team, which our court would be missing. With these few words, I pray Almighty to bestow all His blessings on my Lord Justice Amanullah with good health and greater, and wish him he reaches greater heights in the judiciary. Thank you, my Lord.
With the permission of my Lord, the Hon'ble the Chief Justice, may I now request my Lord Hon'ble Justice Ahsanuddin Amanullah garu to deliver his Lord's speech.
Honorable the Chief Justice, Mr. Prashant Kumar Masha, respected brethren and sisters on the bench, Mr. S. Shriram, Learned Advocate General, Mr. Janaki Rami Reddy, Learned President Bar Association, AP High Court, Mr. Ganta Ramarao, Learned Chairman Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. N. Harinath, Learned Assistant Solicitor General, officers of the registry, staff of this court, Learned Senior Counsel and members of the bar, the learned advocate clerks who are assembled here, members of the IPDR department who are streaming this live, Madam Chief Justice, Madam Vasanta, and my wife, my son, my daughter, and all my family members and colleagues of the bar. It is very difficult at this moment to speak something. You are overwhelmed. And this is my first speech, because when I came as of farewell, because when I came from Patna, I just came at very short notice, and everybody there has a grievance that I did not allow them to give a formal farewell. So this time also I made sure that I stayed back here. I met everybody, and there was some sort of a formality to interact and to listen to each other. Another thing I have to confess is that I am a very unpredictable speaker. So my family is more apprehensive, so they made sure that I had a prepared speech. So I have one paper with me, and I promised them that I will try to limit myself to this. I don't know how much successful I would be, because I have a tendency of going off track. So my real nature comes in the way of me adhering to this. But let me first complete this formal small speech which I have written, and then maybe with the permission of Honorable Chief Justice I may speak something from my heart, which I would like to share with regard to my feelings, mixed feelings, more of pain rather than joy. So, deference to my beloved family. In the forenoon of 10th October 2021, I was sworn in as a judge of this Honorable Court on transfer from the Patna High Court. And after just over 8 months, I am here bidding adieu. I am thankful to the Honorable Supreme Court Collegium for both these opportunities. As is, I would not have known what life is beyond the Patna High Court on the judicial side. A tremendous opportunity came my way. It widened my horizon, my outlook, and what we used to talk about, there being a pan-India commonality of the High Courts, the bar. I am thankful to all the speakers for their kind words, but I wonder if I deserve them. The bar is the judge of judges, and its verdict on a judge is ultimately the last word. I think it worthy to remind myself at this juncture that men may come and men may go, but the institution lives on. The bar and the bench are both interested in the dispassionate but impartial administration of justice, which is also the constitutional mandate. In this vein, I must state that the bar of this court is amongst the best in the country. It is a polite but forceful, aggressive but respectful, sober but knowledgeable. I have learnt a lot. The bar has been welcoming, and not for a moment since joining did I feel out of place. All the advocates were prepared with their briefs and ready to assist the court, both on law and on facts, without hesitation. This self-resolution of disputes which otherwise would have remained on the docket for long. A special word of thanks to my brothers and sisters who were with me on the bench. Their valuable input, their support, which made my work easier, and the inputs and the insights, fresh inputs and insights. Being a judge for 10 years makes you a little bit of a stale material, but a fresh input from them added to my learning. I became more enriched as a judge, as a person. Each of them brought a unique perspective to the matters on board, and I valued their inputs. Free and frank discussion among the members of the bench aids in justice, and I find that practice, procedure and convention of this court meets and carries forward the great judicial traditions of our country. I express my gratitude to all the court staff, the police personnel deputed with me, the attendants, the officers of the registry, everybody, right from the very person who cleans my chambers to my staff, especially to my personal assistant Manjula, who had to be really on her feet because we were too much demanding and everything, and because of the language she was our medium to communicate everywhere, everything. I don't know how much embarrassment or trouble she must have faced on my behalf. Thank you. My other secretary Daud also, all my attendants and everybody. Due to constraints of time, I cannot name them individually. Their care has helped me in discharging my duties effectively without worry. A special thanks to the bar for you were my only pillar of hope when I came here. With inputs, I knew that the bar was always with me because there is a connection with one advocate to the other, being a family. And you, right from day one, you showed that I was not mistaken. Special word of thanks to the state led by the Learned Advocate General also, because institutions have to move forward. Institutions have to move forward by cooperation from all. And I am lucky to say that I have had full cooperation from every quarter with which I have interacted, which has been called upon. And if somebody asks me what thing I disliked, I would have to think for 2 hours and then come up with a made-up excuse. I'm not saying because I'm in front of you. And if I may say, coming from Patna was such in a hurry, I didn't have time to think and reflect. But here, it has been some time since the Honorable Supreme Court Collegium recommended for me to go back, the notification coming here. I've tried to retrospect, and it's not a good feeling going from here. I'll be missing my family. This was my home now, second home. But anyway, life has to go on, things have to go on. And parting always is not easy, especially for a person like me. I get attached too soon to things, and then it is very difficult to say goodbye. As I return to the Patna High Court, I hope to utilize my experiences gathered here, for which I shall be in need of your blessings and good wishes. I end with the words of the musician Elvis Presley. Until we meet again, may God bless you as He has blessed me. Jai Hind. Thank you everybody. Take care. Maintain the tradition. And yes, now all of you have a second home in Patna. I am there. Please come, visit me. I'll be delighted. We'll be in touch. And I'm there for whatever worth I am. If anybody thinks I can be of any help any time in life. And relationships are forever. These are passing phases, the positions we held. But now I also know that I have a home in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
With the permission of my Lord, the Hon'ble the Chief Justice, may I now declare that the proceedings are concluded.